You're saying that women are not as optimal as men when women have throughout history been as optimal. And you're putting your head down and not arguing because you know I'm right, because you know there's no argument against factual history. Women throughout history have been in the same fields as men, got us to space.
What you're failing to realize is these women, allegedly, that invented some of this stuff, which they haven't, by the way, the reality is that when women do invent things or when they do get involved in certain career fields like STEM or whatever, they tend to be the minority, okay? If we had to rely on female ingenuity for society to continue, we would be...
Myron Gaines destroys college liberal feminist in this heated debate. As Myron Gaines explains to this feminist on why men and women aren't equal, she quickly slams those ideas, claiming that they are equal, and Myron Gaines completely obliterates her entire premise. Let's get in.
You've talked so much about how is wrong, but you've also talked so much about how women don't deserve equal rights to men. So my question is, do you respect women since you talk so much against is that just specifically towards men, or do you think that's towards women?
I don't respect women as equals.
Yeah, but when you talk
because
about
you're not equal.
Sorry. But when you talk about how it's so wrong, are you talking about male, or are you talking about female, like women?
Well, the majority are going to be on a guy to a woman, of course, right? So I'm saying we should punish those individuals. But once again, here's the thing. Let me ask you this. Do you think men should be able to protect and provide and...
I think anyone should.
Okay.
And I think both men and women and people who don't identify as either have.
Not really. Can't protect and provide the same degree.
Okay, let's talk about during World War II, when men went to war, who was working in the factories, who was continuing to run society and having a profitable society.
Yeah, but the men were fighting is the point I'm trying to make.
Okay, and who was in America?
And women can't fight to the same degree as men.
But women were also in the army at the time, in the military as a whole.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're going to have this discussion. The reality is, just because women are capable doesn't mean it's optimal.
So you do think men and women are both equally capable?
No, they're not equally capable. That's the
that
problem.
They were both capable,
I said just because they're capable doesn't mean it's...
Yeah, they are capable. So why shouldn't
But that doesn't mean they're optimal.
But they are capable just like men, is
like
what you just
you
said.
can play basketball, but
no, I can't.
A guy can play basketball better.
Yeah, I'm 5'4".
But you're capable.
Basketball with anyone.
That's what I'm giving you an example of just because you're capable doesn't mean you're optimal.
And I just said I couldn't play basketball. But you just said, but women are capable, so why shouldn't women? I'm just saying what you were saying. Why shouldn't women?
Well, you cut the whole other part off with what I said after capable.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Someone was yelling at me.
Okay, I said just because they're capable doesn't mean they're optimal. So they can do a lot of the things that men do, but they can't do it at the same level.
So where do they not have the same? Why are they not considered optimal to you?
Because men are stronger.
Can you list one statistic? Cite one study about that, or are you just saying
Do I need a study to tell you? Do I need a study to tell you that men are physically superior to women?
Yeah.
Incredible. See, this is what I'm talking about. I say stupid, chat. Like that, like
okay,
guys,
but I'm
or chat.
the one who can
not
pull
chat,
up.
but
okay.
Like,
how about Heidi Levitt, an inventor?
Well, this is like a live chat right now.
How about Stephanie Kolak, an inventor? When we have female inventors,
Sean, you know
and
what
we
to
have females doing the same thing as men.
Okay, what's the invention again?
What did you say?
You said there was a female inventor. What did she invent?
Sorry.
Yeah, we always fact check it.
Heidi Levitt, or not Levitt.
No,
Stephanie
what did she
Kolak.
invent?
Stephanie Kolak.
What
Look
did she
up
invent?
Stephanie Kolak right now.
What did
Stephanie.
You got it? Yeah. What did she invent?
She's in STEM. I'm not a STEM major. I just have studied women. How about Ella Golding? She's a philosopher.
What did they invent? What did they invent?
How about Heidi?
Yeah, freeze. He's just like...
I'm trying to think of more because there are so many.
See, the problem is you can't think of anything because they don't invent anything. That's what I'm trying to explain here. Like, aren't really the ones that invent and like push society. They don't. Okay? Men are the ones that have the ingenuity to do that.
That a woman has not also worked on. The invention of the light bulb, the invention of electricity. Look it up. Every single invention has had...
Thomas Edison, I guess, is a woman now?
Thomas Edison's wife is an inventor.
Here. Yeah. No, we got, Thomas Edison, of course, yeah. I see that here.
Look up his wife.
His wife?
Yeah.
There's nothing about his wife here.
I'm talking about women in STEM. You're saying that women are not as optimal as men when women have throughout history been as optimal. And you're putting your head down and not arguing Because you know I'm right. Because you know there's no argument against factual history.
Okay, let me
No, and
go
you're
through
speechless
this.
because there's no rebuttal, because it's true. Women throughout history have been in the same fields as men, have been incredibly helpful in the invention of things, got us to space. There's movies about that shit.
Okay, so what you're failing to realize is the women that you're talking about that allegedly did some of this stuff, which they didn't, by the way.
Allegedly, it's in history
Can I
books.
finish
Is
my
everything
point?
alleged
Can I
to
finish my
you?
point? Because you're, I'll let you.
Yeah, go for it. Go
no,
for
finish
it.
your entire point, then I'll respond. Go ahead.
No, you wanted to finish. Finish your point. What am I not realizing?
Okay. So what you're not realizing is these women allegedly that invented some of this stuff, which they haven't, by the way. The reality is that when women do invent things or when they do get involved in certain career fields like STEM or whatever, they tend to be the minority, okay? If we had to rely upon female, oh, look, of course. So are we surprised? Anyway, if we had to rely on female ingenuity for society to continue, we would be okay? Men run all the main infrastructure.
When all of the men went
Because you're talking about the exception to the rule, but the reality is the majority of women don't do that.
Rule? Of course there's an exception to the rule when for years, women and people of color have been not allowed to do things. But once we started in society to allow women and people of color to move
all right, we
into
looked
these
this
fields,
up. Thomas Edison had 2 wives, and neither of them did anything here, according to ChatGPT.
that's not even true.
Folks, let me know in the comments below, what do you think so far? She gets fact-checked and now she's in denial. I mean, at what point do we tell ourselves as men that enough is enough and realize that women and men are not the same at all? She can't even accept the fact that she even got fact-checked in the first place, which that alone is alarming. Let's continue.
So, again, women taking credit
let's
for a
open
man's work as
history
usual.
book.
Do you have an argument? What's your actual argument?
That women throughout history have been as capable, and you even said women are capable, and they've helped progress
They're not as
society.
capable at all.
They are.
No, they're not.
You literally said they were. You said they were capable but not optimal. Why are you going back on your argument that you just had?
When I say women are capable but not optimal, I mean as in a man can do it better. And they're not capable in everything. They're capable in some
Name
things.
one thing they're not capable in. Stop turning my mic down. Name one thing that they're not capable in.
Are weaker than men, don't have the same physical prowess as a man. That's why men typically tend to build
talking
things.
about
Men
in
have
STEM
invented
right
most things.
now.
Men create infrastructure. Women don't. I mean, like,
Women do.
see, here's the issue, right? We can't even have because she doesn't live in reality. So since you don't live in reality, we don't even have a foundation to go off
now.
of.
I'm right here.
Right?
Where do I
Because-
not live in reality when I'm pulling stuff from things that already happened? I'm not saying in some random future world. I'm saying right now, there are more women going into university and college and jobs right now than there are men. The percentage of women is higher than the percentage of men going
You're right.
into jobs.
And you know what's interesting? Women dominate college attendance and college graduation. But why is it that men still control all the infrastructure?
They don't.
Because they get useless jobs.
They
That's
don't.
why.
Women are moving up in the
They go to school
world.
for dumb shit like African American studies, right? Or
Girl, what do you
so
mean?
they
Why
go to
are
school
you
for
being
retarded
racist
shit,
towards yourself?
and they don't get a job after. So it is what it is. Like,
Why are
despite
you
the fact,
saying that you're lesser than white people? Why are African American studies not important?
I'm giving an example. It's a major, but anyway, the point I'm trying to
Why
make
is
is
it?
that we go to school and major in dumb shit and get useless jobs if they even get a job, and the men still control the infrastructure because men and women are different. Okay, that's just how it is.
There are more women going into STEM fields than there are men right now.
There's more men in STEM. We absolutely
the
dominate
percentage
it.
is higher.
It's like 90% plus. And the thing is, you know, it's interesting because, like you said, women are graduating at a higher degree, yet men still control these fields. That should tell you something.
It's changing. Have you not seen? Like, it's completely flipping. There are more women going into these STEM fields.
Men still
There are
dominated. Men still dominated, despite the fact that women have an overrepresentation
Yeah, but what
in
do you
the
think is going to
institutions.
happen when more women go in and more men are leaving because they retire out of it?
Men still dominated.
You think more women going in
And it's
now?
also important to understand that men dominated despite the fact that women are graduating at higher rates. That's very important.
Yeah, because men have been in it, and now more women are going into it. I'm not saying I'm saying what do you think will happen? Do you think men will still dominate it in the next 50 years when more women?
If
are
women
going
dominate it,
into
we're buildings are going to be falling all over the place. We're not going to progress as
Why?
much.
Why do you think that?
What's happening with men in power? We're at war.
Yeah, everything that goes wrong is because of men in power.
All right, let the woman come up. What do you have to say? She's been heckling the whole time. All right.
You try to say that if women are in power, things will fall apart. But what's happening right now as a man is in power, and a man has been in power. And we have been struggling as a country. Gas prices have went up. We're currently at war. So what is, like, if things are with men?
Still better than Kamala, though.
Interrupt me.
Still better than Kamala, though.
What? No, the thing is, what?
3 women versus 1. Let's go. They're conspiring together. Okay, what are we gonna say? What are we gonna say? What's up? Go ahead.
No, we were just making fun of you.
Okay, but with no facts, though. With no facts.
Is that not a fact that President Trump is in office?
Yeah, but men are still better leaders, and that's better than Kamala.
She just threatened me, by the way. She said she's gonna hurt me.
She said she's gonna hurt you.
I didn't
See,
say
there you
that.
go.
I didn't say that.
Female privilege. Female privilege.
I never
Okay, so
said
what's your
that.
actual argument? I just told you still better than Kamala. What's your argument?
I never said that. You said,
No, I said, because you're saying, oh, we are at war right now and men lead that. What I'm arguing is that it's still better than Kamala Harris being president.
well, I think that politicians in themselves are corrupt. I think that you're just trying to use Kamala Harris as a tactic to pit men against women. And I'm talking about how men in power in general, and you're trying to make it a gender thing. And that's where, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, things are just better when men are in charge. Like, can't lead anything. Name one matriarchy that stood the test of time. Exactly, none.
Yeah, this other chick with vape fog or whatever she's smoking really heckled at Myron only to get embarrassed at the end. It's crazy how she tried to make it an argument while looking toasted. The previous woman freezing every time she tried to make a point is just shameful at this point. They really are scamming themselves through college, no doubt. And by the way, we are still in the better position with Trump than Kamala if she actually became president. Can't get better than that. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment down below, share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next one.